What is fucking good, everybody? I hope you guys are having a killer Saturday. And thanks for being here on the Snake Nerd Lounge. You guys already know, you guys seen the title, you seen the thumbnail tonight. We got Mike from Rip City Reptiles. He's got some absolutely amazing stuff going on, and another Northwest local. So I'm really happy and excited to have him on. And I'm not going to stall this out. First off, what's up to everybody in the comments? Thank you guys, but we're not going to stall this. What's up, brother?
What's up?
Hey, man, so you already know I got to just start it right off with the simplest, easiest question for you just to get us rolling. What got you into the hobby, man? Why reptiles? Why ball pythons?
All right, so it started a long time ago, back in my childhood. I think like back when I was in preschool, we had like a reptile person come do like a party or something like that. And honestly, ever since then, I've been just hooked on reptiles. And I've had, so my first reptile that I owned was a ball python. A normal. I wound up just getting it because my friend had to get rid of it. Back in like, I don't know, 98, somewhere in there. Like a youngin'.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're still pretty young then.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then I wound up buying a couple more, and I had those for about 4 or 5 years.
All right.
Before we wound up having to move somewhere that wouldn't allow reptiles, so I actually had to get rid of them. But I was like super into for as long as I can remember, I've wanted to be a herpetologist. That's what I wanted to be when I grew up.
That
was
awesome.
Like the only thing.
Yeah.
And so then I had to get rid of those. Like I wanted to breed them, never got a chance.
Yeah.
But then I bought my own house. So then I was like, I can do whatever I want. And then I was at Petco just getting like cat food or something. I walked by the ball pythons and I was like, I think I'm gonna buy one of those. I didn't buy one at Petco. I went home, refreshed my research, like realized like how old school my mentality was there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wound up going on Craigslist, not the greatest source, of course.
Yeah. And I think we all do that at some point when we first get going. Yeah.
But I bought what was supposed to be a cinnamon. Paid way too much for it. And it wound up being a normal, but it was a female at least. It was still It was a female. I still have her. She gave me her first clutch last year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pretty sick. But so from there, like the next week, I went to a reptile show. This was 2018, like early spring. So I went to the show in Albany, I think, was my first reptile show since like back in the day. And and I came home with a jungle BCI Boa. Male. I still have him. After that, I decided I was going to get a total of 4 ball pythons, 4 boas. My 4 boas, my 4 ball pythons, and then that was when the whole raffle things were going on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right. So I won a snake on a raffle. That pushed me. It was a albino female.
All right.
And that pushed me past the 4 number. So that like kind of like opened the gateway.
Yeah.
That turned into 20.
We're talking about 2018, right? That's when.
Correct.
Okay. For everybody in the comments right now, I want you to notice those racks on either side of him right now and how many tags there are. And you're saying you only had 4 in 2018?
Yeah.
That is amazing. That's awesome growth. And it's good growth too, because I've seen your stuff and it's healthy growth. Like I love it, man. That's awesome.
For sure. It's not for everyone to grow that fast, but the way I am, I like excel at everything I do, and I jump in with both feet. That's the only way I know how to do it.
Yeah, if you're going to do something, do it right and go full tilt. Otherwise, why do it? I feel that.
So I think I worked up to like 20 snakes by the fall of 18 or something like that. 20 ball pythons.
Okay. Yep.
Plus the 4 boas, which the boas are a call albino female, a nary het call female, Suriname male, and that original, jungle
BCI.
Yeah, jungle male.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I love the call albino stuff. I'm not huge into boas, to be honest. I've just kind of seen, you know, some here and there that I'm really impressed by, but the call albino is one of those.
Yeah, so, and I actually got a Roswell ladder tail double het snow to breed to the albino and the Neri eventually. He's still pretty small and young, so I got like a few years at least.
Damn, so you got projects all around then.
Yeah, that's just the pet project. Like, I'm not gonna go hardcore with boas. It's just I have them.
You just like really enjoy them and
try it. You know, at least once.
That ought to be nice too. The change of, you know, having clutches versus live birds.
For sure, yeah. I mean, it'll be a cool experience for sure.
Yeah, I've always kind of wanted to do that just once. Have something that's a live bear. Because I just think it'd be really cool to see them pop out of those slime sacks and just start breathing immediately.
That's crazy.
Like, oh, normally I have to wait months and be staring at you every day in the incubator.
Yeah.
So that kind of leads me into one of my main questions that I always like to ask is infrastructure or genetics.
Like, as far as which way to go?
Yeah, what do you think is, I mean, I kind of think I know the answer, but...
I mean... To be honest, I went genetics first. I had been thinking about getting ARS Rex for a while, but then there was like this snake that I could buy instead.
Yeah,
so I kind of went with that because I had bought a collection and it came with racks. They were PVC and there were some melamine ones.
Okay.
I still have the PVC. Because I utilize space perfectly in my room. Like, they're 14 tall, 28 quart racks.
Okay.
2 of them.
Yeah.
So they go perfectly to my ceiling.
Oh, nice.
And it's like, because like my room's maxed out. Pretty much. It's all I can fit in here.
Right. I'm really close there with you. I'm like, I think I can get maybe another 70-30 in here, and then I'm just gonna have to add 2 tall. But I'm already getting on ladders to clean the top cages.
Right, but like at the end of last year, I was like, okay, I gotta up my game and get rid of the melamine. Yeah. At least, and so I still I have PVC hatchling racks like for babies. Yep. All my grow outs are in the 1065.
Okay. Yeah, see, I honestly really like the PVC hatchling racks.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I might, I've always, contemplated getting the Freedom Breeder or the ARS ones, but I'm like, I don't know.
So, like, this is really
the
nice
PVC ones
for in between.
Yeah.
Like, it works great. And, like, I keep actually a lot of my smaller breeder males in here.
Okay.
Because they eat better throughout the season.
Yeah.
And it works better that way for me.
Heck yeah. Hey, if it works, that's what matters.
Yeah, and then, like, as far as my hatchling racks, I've got 2 different kinds. Because, like, have you heard of the VE6 from Reptile Basics?
Yeah.
It's like a multi-tub. So I've got 3 of those, and then I've got 3 Sea Serpents 6 quarts. So that I can, like, alternate, say hatchling stops eating in this, or they get too big for the 6 quart, I can throw them in, like, the V18 kind of size.
Yep.
It's like, just works perfect.
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course, especially with ball pythons, I'm assuming that's mainly what you're doing, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Especially with them, it's nice to have that variability. That's honestly why I went down or up in size to the V18s, is just being able to put the hatchlings in there a bit longer and then having the mix of species. I was like, yeah, baby berms in a 6 quart don't last long. Not long at all. Maybe the first 3 meals. Yep. So how do you like the ARS? What made you go with ARS?
Honestly, I love the ARS. So like hearing about the freedom breeders from friends that had them and experienced them just wasn't great in their opinion. It's like, well, at least like not necessarily not great, but like Eris does this versus the freedom breeder does this, and it's like weighted out, and like I wound up buying these secondhand. I got a super good deal on them, and I sanitized them and everything, and they're all great.
Yeah. All right. I like to ask that question when I see, both or somebody who like highly invested in one, because I have both, and I still thinking, I'm like, well, I need more adult tubs, but who do I go with? Because I like them both for different reasons. You know what I mean?
Right.
But so let's jump into the kind of the genetic side of things. What are the projects you're mainly focusing on?
I mean, there's a lot, but so recessive wise, we've got Desert Ghost, we've got Clown, Hyde, Hypo, Albino, Candy, mixing the two as well.
Yep.
I believe that's it.
Pretty much all the good ones?
No, we've got Cryptic too.
Oh.
That came as a surprise with our Desert Ghost male.
Okay.
That worked out great.
Yeah, I bet.
Paired for double hets with a Clown and got half Kryptons.
So can you kind of like dive into how that works a little bit? Because I know I've heard it a few times, but honestly, I'm still confused on the whole Krypton.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Candy and Albino. If you mix them, they make a Candino.
Yeah.
It's just compatible allelic recessive genes. It's no different than a highway. It's just recessive.
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
Like literally the same thing. Like, so those babies pass down either het Cryptic or het Clown, just like a highway would be yellow belly or gravel.
Gotcha.
So moving into codoms, we've got highway project, which is like I'm trying to transition to more super gravel. I'd prefer that. Like that's what I'm going for. I'm waiting on eggs from my highway female that I hatched out in 19.
Heck yeah, that's hilarious. I'm literally same thing. I actually just posted her today. Yeah.
Pastel highway.
Yep. No, that's awesome, dude. I love the gravel stuff. I know everybody's all asphalt, whatever. I love gravel.
Yeah.
It was one of those things I saw when I like first started getting into it that I was like, I have to have that,
Yep. Yeah, I bought a highway when they were still a little expensive.
Yeah.
Anyway. But it's totally worth it. Like,
oh hell yeah. I mean quality costs.
The project for sure.
Yeah. So there is a few that I definitely want to talk about. Hold on, I'm going to bring this up here. This is one I've seen on your page, and just to be straightforward with everybody out there, I had asked Mike to send me a few pictures of his favorite animals, because I always like to let somebody else decide. Because what I might like and think is the best, they might be like, oh well, I'm really excited about this other project, right? But one in particular you sent me, I absolutely love. This girl right here.
Yep.
Can you tell us what's going on here? I mean, obviously champagne, because I love it.
So that's I believe is a leopard yellow belly champagne. There might be another gene in there. Because the dame for that clutch was champagne pinstripe. She's pretty light in color. Looks a little abnormal, so there might be something else in there, and I don't really know the background on her.
Gotcha.
So
dude, that thing is smoking.
Yeah, I was considering there may be Orange Dream floating around.
Okay.
But not 100%.
Okay. I love the interaction of leopard and champagne, and then you get that yellow belly in there and all that.
Yeah, that's exactly the snake I was going for too. So
perfect. And female.
And it was a female, yeah.
Oh, freaking perfect, dude. Yep. So what is your end goal kind of like with your champagne stuff? I'm curious because I love my champagne as well.
Well, right. So I'm gonna work that into my gravel highway projects.
Okay.
I'm gonna work it into blackhead. probably gonna see what happens with so Grim is also another project that we're pretty decent in.
Okay.
It's it's like it's coming out now, but like when I got in, it was super low key, like local, pretty much.
Yeah, I've only seen a few, and they're always local.
Yeah, it's founded by Tropical Hut here in Portland. So
that's Tom, right?
It's Mike and Terry.
Or Mike and Terry, yeah. Sorry, Mike and Terry.
Yep. Yeah, so I got into that project like 18. So like I bought a female in 18. I'm actually waiting on eggs from her. I have a few like what we call postgrim females just because it's still like there's a lot of variability that we're seeing in the gene.
Yeah.
So it didn't come up from a super, so it's not 100%. It's like very abnormal normal.
Okay.
And very granidy, but lighter in color than what we're used to with Grim. So
gotcha. And don't they have kind of like a funky head as well?
Well, so they almost always have a spot behind the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So, that's one I've been really interested in because I've seen it at the shows a couple times. Some exceptions.
Let's see here. I can show you something.
Yeah, if you can pull one out, that'd be great.
Right. So this is a Grim yellow belly.
I'm going to throw you up full screen here.
Got it. And then if you look, let's see, right there, behind the head, there's that dot. And then we've got some like super funky pattern going on there, right?
It's almost like it kind of reminds me of yellow belly a little bit.
Well, this is a Grim yellow belly.
Well, I mean, but like trying to.
And I don't know if you can see, it's like super blushed.
Yeah, yeah.
But I've also got another version of this, which is a POS, but like I was saying, the variability. Because this one's on the darker side. So she is super dark.
So see, does that still have the yellow belly influence though? Or is that just postgrim?
Yes, so
okay, so it's yellow belly postgrim?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yellow belly postgrim. Super dark, darker than any yellow belly, and then just like a kind of really aberrant pattern going on.
Lots of keyholing too.
Granity, yep. Huh. It's really hard to tell, but this one's pretty blushed out too.
Yeah.
Even though it's so dark.
But that's still, I mean, that's good. Shows the quality of the yellow belly in there as well.
Right, and then my breeder male for this here is Grim Lesserby, and it also is probable black pastel as well.
Oh, you can definitely see that influence. You said Grim Lesserby?
Yeah, Grim Lesserby.
Oh, you can 100% see the Grim in there.
Yeah, it's just not picking up the... So, like, in the aliens, it's, like, almost black.
Huh.
It's really cool. He's actually changed a lot since he was a baby.
Yeah.
But this is from a Grim Reaper, which is the Super Grim.
Okay.
So it's definitely Grim.
Gotcha.
And so I bred him to all the POS Grims in hopes of hitting a Reaper to, for sure prove it out.
Prove him out, yeah.
It's like I could have bred it to something else and got a Grim looking animal, but still not know, because there's a potential that there might be a second granite type gene floating around.
Okay.
In Tropical Hut's collection. So
yeah. Dude, that's awesome. I've been really digging the kind of like genes I've been seeing popping up through a few different collections, like Grim for being one. And then I don't know if you know Skylar from Pacific Northwest Pythons.
Oh, yeah, I've got a lot of his animals.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, same. So he popped up with the Milano and then Toft and Rust, all three of those. And I was like, damn,
so I've got a couple different of his granite genes.
Yep.
If you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like those are I don't know. We'll still see. Those are kind of unexplained yet. Like,
yeah.
Exactly. Like, cause like I definitely made some crazy. I bought. Let's see if he's in shed. I got this fire blade clown. This is my first clown I got, and it was from him. Got it as a fire blade. After I had babies from him, then Skylar's like, he's actually pos granite too. And then if you look at, he's not your typical fire blade clown. Just like really, like there's spots. There's like almost too much pattern, but then you can definitely tell it's blade because it's reduced.
Yeah, really
and
clean.
And then
still.
let's see if his head stamp's really wacky too. Can you show it? You see that head? Crazy, right?
Yep.
So I made a stranger looking animal when I paired him to a super mystic. Like
I gotta see that. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I think that
it's in
male
shed,
is
but
a
it still
sibling
looks
of mine.
good. It's in
I'm gonna
shed,
have to ask Skylar.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah. I gotta throw this one up full screen for you here.
So hard to. Guys.
That blushing is so nice.
Right, it's really. And then the head, you can definitely tell. So, I don't know if I can get him. If you see the head, and then like the kind of like, well, it's the other eye stripe that's broken. Like
oh
that.
yeah.
Like mahogany-ish, right?
Yeah. Huh.
So I believe
that's the other
this
one that
to
might be
be
the granite.
Right. Well, so I'm like 99% sure there's granite in this because it doesn't look like any other. The only thing it could be is a mystic fire het clown. Right?
Yeah.
And this looks way too crazy.
No. Yeah, it's got to have that granite gene in there.
In my book, it's a mystic fire granite het clown.
Yep.
I made that with Inchy, and it looked really weird too. And actually, my buddy Tutu Morphs has that animal.
Okay.
Where I was going back and forth whether it's blade or Inchy.
Yeah.
And because it's hard to tell.
Both being cleaner genes, once you get it into combos, they tend to interact similar.
So in the same clutch, I hatched this Inchy Fire Mystic Het Clown.
Oh, nice.
And so this is Inchy Fire Mystic, and then like imagine this like darkened and then just like all broken up instead of clean.
Huh.
Is kind of what it looks like. It's really weird. It's really trippy, honestly. I was like, what are these?
And that one went to, you said Tutu Morphs?
Yeah.
I know that page. I'm gonna have to check that out. That's one.
Yeah, his name's Hunter.
Okay.
Yep. And I've also got with that granite project, this one could have it. I don't know because it's kind of harder to tell because it's a banana combo.
Yep.
So this is it's Coral Glow. Yeah, and this definitely doesn't come out right in the camera.
So hard to capture bananas on camera.
This is like literally insane looking normally.
Oh, I can see that pattern a little bit. There it goes. Right. Yeah.
Well, so it's Coral Glow Het Red Fire Het Clown, but it might have granite in it too. Not sure.
That's a powerhouse either way, but if that has granite,
and it's a female maker.
Amazing.
It's a female maker too, so it's definitely a powerhouse.
Oh hell yeah!
What else does there's? Oh yeah. So this one's kind of a trip. Of course, the camera's in the way, so I gotta move it real quick.
No, thanks, man. I love seeing this stuff.
So this animal, I'm lucky I got it from Skylar because everybody wanted it.
Uh-huh.
So,
That is so clean.
Any idea what this is?
No freaking idea. I know I've seen that snake, but I'm completely spacing.
As a baby, she's actually changed a bit. But she's an Orange Dream Granite Het Clown.
Ooh.
And like you can tell, like, so like in person there's like this orange glow around the aliens.
Yeah.
It doesn't really pick it up quite.
Okay,
but it's like super dark inside. Like, and what's weird is like I going back and forth with Skylar about it, as far as like I'm like, are you sure this isn't Mahogany? Because this looks exactly like a Mahogany Orange Dream.
Yeah.
That I've seen. But he's produced a granite clown, and it doesn't look like a Mahogany clown, so it's something else. Either way, it's cool. Actually pairing the sire I'm pairing my Fireblade Granite Clown to her to just see what happens there. Like, am I going to hit a super granite or what?
Yeah, you know, that's like, kind of what I'm waiting for with the same project. I want to see the super, and then I have the Milano project as well. And I really want to see the super of that, because what I can see from it with the single,
gonna be really,
yeah, I'm like, this could be game changer right here.
Yep.
No, that's awesome. So
honestly, all of his genes are just like, let me have some.
Right. I'm honestly fortunate. We got I think they've got roughly 8 animals from him. And another one.
You got them when they were still the plus, right?
Yep.
From the Coral Glow, Coral Glow Sugar Spot, whatever.
Yep, Coral Glow Sugar Spot Nose Pastel Male.
Yeah,
the original. Yeah,
that guy still looks insane too.
Yeah, I have his son, which is the exact same thing.
Perfect.
Yeah, and he what's weird is he also has the Paradox Spot.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Crazy. I'm like, okay, yeah, this male's coming home. I can never capture him on camera though, man. It kind of like pisses me off because I try and I'm like, he just doesn't show up.
I know, don't you hate that? There's just some
kills me.
It's like I have this Inchy Fire female.
Yeah.
And she's just looks like the best Inchy Fire ever.
Yep.
And I just can't. The picture doesn't capture it.
Yeah.
Like the green/red that she puts off is just insane.
Damn.
I
hate it, dude. I'll try with the DSLR camera and everything.
Too. Yeah. I actually got her for $40.
Oh, geez.
Because I bought a lot that was going to wholesale.
Yeah.
Like, it was all females, and I was like, whatever, you know. And I bought 3 Inchy Fires and 3 pastel orange ghosts females.
Okay.
And I just kept the best of each 3, you know.
Heck yeah, I love the orange ghost stuff.
This Inchy Fire is just like massive. I bred the Blackhead Phantom to her. She's still developing pretty good. But she's like, you can tell she's just like.
Oh heck yeah.
She's like almost 3,000 grams.
That's a big girl.
Yeah.
She's looking good too. Yeah, and she was the Blackhead Phantom pairing.
Yep.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah, because I wanted some Blackhead Inchy.
Yeah. And the fire in there. I don't know about you, but fire looks good in everything, in my opinion.
Pretty sure my Blackhead Phantom is also red and ringer.
Okay.
I'll show you why I think so. So see, we got the pattern sucked up and reduced.
Oh yeah, I can 100% see ringer gene for sure.
Yeah, definitely ringer, but I think the red, because red reduces.
Yep.
And there's like a huge gap. And it's insane because I have 3 variations of this combo and they look all completely different.
Weird. I've noticed that with quite a few of the Blackhead combos, honestly, is a lot of them come out just slightly variable.
Right.
My Blackhead stuff, I don't have the ringer gene, but I have the red gene involved. And picking out the single genes of that was actually really difficult at first. And then the combos, it becomes kind of evident, but singles are such a pain. And then even when you get the combos, you're like, well, they kind of still look different. Like they're unique in their own way,
Yep.
So I did have some more questions I wanted to get onto, but I don't want to miss Tucker's question here. He asked, what makes it a female maker? Do you want to go ahead and
I can explain that
one to him?
Yeah, so that male came from a female coral glow banana, whatever you want to. It's like I bought it as a coral glow, so I'm sticking with the line if it's that. I have both in my collection. I do the same thing,
yeah.
But I'm keeping them like separate.
Yep.
Anyway, so it was a male that came from a female, and in banana, that's how you get female makers. If you have a male banana and you breed it to a female non-banana, any bananas in there should be males because of the male maker. That's typically what you have. Females produce even sex odds. Supers also do, but you cannot hit super banana female unless it's from a super banana female. So like if you breed a super banana male to a banana, you can only hit super banana males. It's that whole thing just gets kind of weird, but
yep. And I think too, just to kind of add to that, is the more we've been breeding them, I think it's going to kind of X itself out at some point.
Yeah, honestly, like I hit pretty decent female odds for my male makers.
Yeah, same. My male maker's thrown 4 females now out of 3 clutches, and it's pretty consistent every time. And I've noticed a few other people saying the same thing. So hopefully it goes that way, because the whole sex link thing is kind of a pain.
Yeah. Yep.
So you said you work with the boas and the ball pythons. Do you have plans to work with any other species?
Do you
have any other currently, I guess I should say?
Yeah, I've got a male super dwarf free tick, or he's like super dwarf cross.
Okay.
He's Kalatoa and Jampia.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're gonna work on the dwarf and super dwarf stuff, or?
Maybe. I mean, like, I wish I would have got a female now, of course, but I got the male kind of earlier on, and just not thinking about it. I just wanted it as a pet because I wanted a retic, but I didn't want a 20-foot snake.
Yeah.
And honestly, he's awesome. He's, like once I get him out, he's just like the coolest cat,
Yeah. Plus it's good though too, because I think everybody just jumps right into breeding. Get yourself 1 or 2 and raise it up for a few years and make sure you like the animal before
familiarize yourself with the species. That's
exactly.
Definitely a good idea.
I mean, that's kind of how I worked everything. Is I worked with a couple and then it blew up. Except for ball pythons, that blew up fairly quickly. So if you could work with any other species at all, money wasn't an issue, space wasn't an issue, you could work with any other species, what would it be and why?
That's tough. I mean, like, I've always wanted a berm.
Okay. I know a little bit about those.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about buying one of your albinos, I think, like a couple years ago.
Yep. And I do remember that conversation, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, back then, I didn't fully understand how big they got either.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like, honestly, like if there was a dwarf version of those, which I think there is, but
there is.
That's probably rare.
It's a subspecies called progressi. A lot of people are making 50% crosses, but there's still, even your 50% cross is still going to average around 10 foot,
Yeah.
The true super dwarfs, or not super dwarfs, Jesus. The true dwarf progressi, which is actually a full subspecies, they typically average 6 to 8 feet.
Yeah.
So they're very manageable.
Right.
Yeah, but they are kind of difficult to find. They're becoming a little more accessible, but it's still up there in price, and their mood is still not the best.
True.
Yeah.
And then honestly, like, other than that, like, I really want a monitor eventually.
Okay. Do you have like a specific monitor you really like, or?
I'm not sure. Like, I like the black dragons, but
Oh,
I
I
don't
freaking love
know.
them.
Yeah, and then like they're illegal in Washington, but they're
Yeah,
legal
I
down
know.
here.
Yeah, I know. You lucky
Um,
motherfucker.
yeah, but I just don't have the room and time for that right now. So
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I definitely want to get some kind of monitor eventually.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Those are both great species. I don't even need Y on either one of those because they're both
Right.
just freaking killer.
Yep.
So, what is your most? Let's roll back to the snakes you are working with currently for a
Got
minute. What's your most anticipated clutch this year?
Well, so I might have visual Desert Ghost clowns this year.
Oh, damn.
If things go right. So I've
Damn.
got two pairings going in the right direction. One is a split clutch with Oregon Exotic balls.
Okay.
We got so he got babies. Like my Desert Ghost came from a collection that me and him and a group of friends bought out, and
Okay.
then they had made double hets, what they thought were double hets, right? They were Kryptons.
Yeah.
We had no idea. We just thought it was a high expression double het because it was before everybody went public with it.
Yeah.
And so he wound up with a female or two females, but one of them I had him send it up here because I have a male Krypton het Desert Ghost.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let's go for better odds. Send your female up here, and I'll read her. So she's at 15 millimeters. And then I have a lesser B double het.
Okay.
And she's also at 15 millimeters. And they're growing because they were like a few weeks ago, they were 10. So
yeah,
I'm hoping.
Heck yeah, that's some good growth.
Yeah.
That's amazing, dude. Only what, 3 years into this now, right?
I know, it's insane.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You don't see that like a lot at all. Most people, start off slower or they jump out. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Damn. So how many clutches are you expecting to have overall throughout the season?
So I've got pretty much 30 on lock, like between. So I've got 6 in the incubator right now. 1 hatched, and then I've got 23 that are either have pre-laid, ovulated, or they're over 25 millimeters.
Damn,
so they're
getting
most
close for a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Damn, you're gonna have a bunch drop at once.
July is gonna be insane.
yeah, that's gonna be nuts, bro.
Some reason that happened to me last year too. Except I think it was September or something. I don't know. It was crazy. I was cutting 2 clutches a week or something like that.
Damn. Good problem to have though. Good
for like 2 months. Yeah, that smoke though put a damper on my rodents at the wrong time.
Yeah,
that was kind of rough, but
so because that's something I do want to jump on is that you do the rodents as well. But we did have a question in the chat. Whoa, come on. They're asking if we can possibly see some of your DG stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, like I've got perfect. He just shed. So I'm making my own hets from this DG het cryptic. For one, because he's het cryptic, and I'm gonna get 50% chances. But he's just literally the nicest desert ghost that I've seen. Like he's like
super clean.
Super clean. And like the blacks are still there. It's like he's almost black and white. Like the camera doesn't show it quite right, but he looks damn near like a desert ghost xanthic.
Damn. Love that, man. That's definitely one I'm going to have to add to the collection.
And he's a killer breeder too, so
hell yeah.
Can't go wrong there. He'll breed a broomstick for sure.
Nice. Definitely got to be putting him to a bunch of females, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I had the ovulation from the Orange Dream Bumblebee from him. My Orange Dream Firefly is
Okay.
close. I've got Super Pastel Calico eggs from him.
Nice.
That are due to hatch in about 30 days or so.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be good because like the thing is like I'm making things that I just can't buy.
Yep.
Like I want an Orange Dream Firefly Het Desert Ghost. Oh, that doesn't exist. Okay. So I want a pastel calico. I mean, there's a couple maybe, or there was, but
yeah,
it's just makes more sense to get it. And then
no, those are the best projects, and making your own hets and raising them up and really being able to control that quality.
That's my only visual Desert Ghost, unfortunately.
Okay.
Because like I didn't get on the females quick enough before they
fly off the shelf,
out,
so to speak.
So I've got this girl. She's an Inchy Pinstripe Het Desert Ghost, and I'm pretty sure she is Het Cryptic as well.
Damn.
Because I've seen the sire, and the sire is supposed to be like an Inchy Yellow Belly Desert Ghost.
Okay.
And it looks cryptic as fuck to me.
Yeah.
So like I'm just like keeping that as a mental note to myself. As far as like, okay, well I'm gonna breed the DG Het Cryptic to her. And see. But also I have I held back. I paired the Desert Ghost to Pastel Onyx last year, and I got 1 egg and 10 slugs.
Oh man!
So my 1 egg was what I wanted, but not the right sex. It's Black Pewter Het Desert Ghost, 50% Het Cryptic. Pretty sure he's gonna prove.
Damn.
Het Cryptic.
That's a powerhouse male to have, though.
So I bred him to my pied female too. And I'm pretty sure that Het Cryptic is a little bit visual. Especially when you combine it with Het pied. Because
what do you feel like the het markers are on that?
Well, so here, let me grab one.
Yeah.
I actually labeled these as triple het, being overly confident.
I mean, if they're staying in your collection, I say label them whatever the hell you want,
exactly.
as long as you know.
The ones that aren't are labeled as 50%.
Yep, exact. I do the same thing. And Sonoran Herphaven, you saying I look like Sean Evans? I mean, if Sean Evans is a sexy motherfucker, then I must. Okay. If not, then that's whack.
Okay, so we got 2 females here. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get bit for sure. Oh shit, camera.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see the head influence in those.
Camera's over here. Okay, so if you paid attention to the male, this female looks exactly like the male, just not Desert Ghost. Like pattern wise,
I definitely see it. Yeah,
she's got these like, where's the hurricane looking hooks? I think it's right here near the tail. She's got little like hurricane hooks.
Yeah,
the male has that too. So and also, this is a het pied, right? Look at the absence of tracks.
Yeah,
they're like almost broke. Oh, there we go. Almost broken up, right?
Yep.
So then here's one that I don't believe is Het Cryptic. It's got like full straight up tracks, no denying that.
Okay.
And then also, no back striping.
Yep.
And if you can tell, the color is
a bit different. Yeah.
Like the Het Cryptic one is brighter.
Much brighter, yeah.
Yeah. So I got I got a male and a female of these to hold back. So
nice. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. So you've been hitting some good odds overall. I mean, it seems like since you got into the hobby, right?
Honestly, yeah, pretty much. Last year I had issues with slug outs.
Okay.
So when I started breeding, like the 18 fall season to 19, like I dropped temps because my mentor, which was a local guy that I bought the collection from, that's what he had done, and he had learned from Tropical Hut. That's what they had done.
Yep.
It worked for them. I think I raised the temps back too soon or something like that. Or I tried to gradually do it or whatever, and I only dropped like 4 degrees. The more packed my room got, the harder it got to make that temp drop, because it stays. So right now I actually am operating in like a kind of unusual temperature to most people. It's like my average is like 85
for your hotspot or ambient.
Oh no, ambient.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 85 ambient, and then so I'm keeping my hotspots at 87.
Okay.
So it's not too. So there's still somewhat of a gradient.
Huh. Interesting.
But it's working so far, so not knocking it.
That's what matters, man. Everybody does things a little differently.
I was trying something new this year because last year I had, I think, 4 or 5 slug outs and kind of quite like high slugs from females that hadn't given me slugs before.
Yeah.
The year before. So I just was felt like things need to change. Oh. Yeah. One more het desert ghost. Female, this one. This one looks awesome. Almost looks like a visual.
Oh, damn. That's super bright and clean.
So this is Firefly yellow belly.
Hell yeah. That's going to be amazing, man.
And
that's a girl?
Yep.
Damn, and she looks, what, almost up to size?
Yeah, she's like 1,100 grams.
Nice.
I just moved her up.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking out and seeing what you do with that girl. Yeah.
So, and she's also from the same male that might be cryptic, so we'll see what happens there.
Damn, dude.
It's could be a gold mine,
Yeah, seriously, that's amazing, man. That's really amazing. So, I want to dive into the rodent aspect, because you don't see a lot of people, who breed both. Obviously I breed a lot of rodents as well. So I'm kind of curious, how do you do your rodents? Do you do colony style, maternity breeding? What level do you do them on? Kind of the works on that.
For sure. So I started doing colony breeding. Yep. And it just I had, I think, it was back when I was smaller, and I had 5, or did I get up to? Yeah, I think I only had 5 tubs or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was when I had maybe 40 snakes or something like that.
Yep.
And it just felt like it wasn't getting the production that it should.
Yeah.
So when I got the collection for my buddy, I also got his rat set up, and he maternity bred.
Okay.
And so I adopted that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the way I do it's a little unusual as far as so I start with a colony of 10 instead of 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And once once the females are pregnant, then the average is 5 or less in the tub at a time.
Yep.
Because they're out of there. So then that way I can be more efficient in a smaller space.
Okay, I got you.
I only have so much room, but I need to feed 150 animals weekly. So yeah. And I'm overproducing by significantly.
That's good.
I have 11 colonies of 10 females and 1 male. So, and I keep the male in. Occasionally I run out of maternity tubs, so I have in-tub births as well.
Yeah.
And that usually goes, that's fine as well.
Yep. So you're a little bit of hybrid then, like colony and maternity like hybrid kind of.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, that's perfect then.
So basically what I do is I use the like tub babies as that, like I pull my pups and fuzzies and stuff from there.
Yeah.
And then because the maternity gets like big chunky smalls like sooner.
Yeah, real fast.
For like in my experience.
Okay.
Yeah, so I leave them in there for 4 weeks because I've like found that's the best.
Yep.
And I also this year I cranked the temps up to about 75.
Yeah.
And I've noticed like significantly better production.
Huge. Yep. Everybody doesn't talk
like
about that.
I was scared to go above 70 before.
Yeah, no,
like,
we actually keep ours at 75 almost consistently.
Yeah.
So have you ran into the issue with overheating? I know we have up here before.
No.
No, you keep good ventilation and everything then, or?
Oh yeah. I like over ventilate because they're in my garage.
Oh yeah.
And my wife has super smell, so.
Yep, she's like, if they fucking smell up the house.
Yeah.
No, I feel that, man.
Like I've got a 6-inch fan, and I've got like a little ghetto rig. I vent out the garage, like the bottom of the garage door. So I didn't have to cut a hole anywhere or anything.
Yep.
And then like I kind of like hide it with stuff so that the neighbors don't really see, and just keep it low key.
And if they ever do see, they're gonna be like, "Is he growing weed or something in there?"
Yeah, right.
See your 6-inch duct coming out around the corner.
For sure.
So that's great. I can just picture that right now. I'm just like picturing your neighbor, just a 6-inch duct around the corner. That's fucking great. Hot air blowing out. Yeah. So what are what's your, I guess, like 5-year goals or 3 or 5-year goal kind of with your projects? Is there like particular stuff that you really want to hit in the near future that's going to be vital to like moving forward with your collection?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm going with the times and like I'm moving towards double recessive and go from there, like double, triple, whatever I can do,
Goal it. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, like stepping back and refocusing a little bit. And,
I think that's going to be where a lot of the future projects go for a lot of people too, is those double and triple recessives, and then maybe adding in the new codom genes in there.
Right. Yeah, I've still got quite a few females that I didn't really want from the collection buy.
Okay.
But they were like big, well-breeding females.
Yeah.
I just, it's hard to let go of that.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, it's hard to let go of a snake. If I keep that snake, like, if I label it a holdback, it just stays.
Yeah.
Like, I can't, like, look at the snake 500 grams and go, like, oh, I'm going to sell it now. It's like, for me, it's like, I already put this time in. It's staying. At
that point, you may as well raise it up for another year and a half and breed it,
Yep.
Yeah, I feel that. I've been thinking about, maybe cutting down on some of the older original females, but then I'm like, you know what? They give me big, healthy clutches every year, and it's still building block for, those powerhouse males to go to. So why would I do that,
Yep.
So I totally get that mindset. And then do you want to keep this more of a hobby then, or do you want to go full time with it and grow further than where you're at? Or,
I mean, like, I'm trying to move towards the business.
Move towards the business and full time.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think this year I'm gonna like at least like make the business part official.
Yep.
And then like I'm gonna have to move. So like obviously you can't buy a house right now. Pardon. But when I can move, I'm gonna stay in the same city, but I'm gonna find a place with an outbuilding or room to put one.
Yep.
Because I also want to like do the rodents full time.
Yep.
Like I'm working towards like my idea is like rodent business and snake business.
Yep.
Like it's gonna be a lot, but like I work a lot as is. So,
I feel it, man. I'm right there with you. We've been bumping up our production like all year on the rodents, so
yeah,
we're sitting.
And like a lot of people don't like doing the rodents, and like honestly, it doesn't bother me.
It doesn't really, but I mean, it's not bad. It's more tedious than anything. It's just repetitive.
Yeah,
you know,
it's definitely more work, but
yeah.
But I mean, like, I feel like I could do it on a large scale. Like, I'll obviously get some people to help and like employees or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Point. But I mean, like, I'm sure, because I'm pretty sure there's still quite a shortage of rats up your way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like I bring rodents to Snake City. I don't know if you know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I sell him rats when I have like overflows. I'll bring him like 300.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Yep. That's where I'm at now. We've been kind of keeping it low key because like I can't supply everybody who asks me.
Exactly,
so it's like
yeah.
I
post on
few
Craigslist
people,
and for the most part I like can supply people, but
yeah. See, my thing is I mainly do just few bigger orders every week.
Yep.
And then that's about it, because I'll just freeze off the little bit of extra, until there's enough for another order or something, because I'm obviously feeding off a ton a week, and then we're producing a few hundred extra a week, but those are gone like that,
For sure.
But thankfully production's kicking up. My goal is to at least hit 1,000 a week by the end of summer.
Right on.
So we'll see. 1,000 weaned a week would be that'd be my key number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like I'd probably do like at least a few hundred, if not probably more than that. Honestly, I haven't counted. Like I haven't found really a good way to keep track of that exactly. But
yeah. So what we found was best when we just because obviously you got to have your grow out racks and everything, right?
Yeah.
Is we just throw 30 in each tub, and that way it's just super. It's not overcrowded since they're just smalls. As long as you're keeping it clean, obviously.
Right.
And then we just go 30, 60, 90, 120. It's just easy to keep track of them that way. And then as they move up, we'll just move them down. So we're like, okay, well now these smalls are mediums and et cetera, and then just call as necessary.
Yep. I use the large cement tubs for a grow rack.
Yep.
I can fit a bit more in there.
Yep. Yeah, you can probably fit easily 50 plus in those.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I tried to keep everything uniform. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I really like it when the whole room's, exactly the same. Like it just looks nice to me. I don't know.
Yep.
I'm anal about that. So I'm like, everything's the regular cement tub size, 7 tall racks, whole wall.
Yeah.
But we're at the point now where it's like we got to tear down the shed and rebuild that sucker for something bigger.
All right. Do you breed mice as well?
We used to, but not anymore.
Got it. You breed ASF?
No, we actually used to breed both, but they were both such a pain in my ass that I was like, I'm done. I don't really feed them off anyway. I do feed a bit of mice off, but actually, I don't know if you know Angel from Angel Caro Reptiles. He supplies my mice. So
got it.
He's became a good buddy. He's right down the road from me. I'm like, hey, if you do mice, I'll pick up the mice from you. I don't want to breed these suckers again. Like I just have the few colubrids that need them, Everything else is rats or rabbits. So,
Yeah, I start my balls on mice.
Really?
Like I prefer to do it that way.
So why do you prefer to do it that way? And how does that work out for you making the switch? I've always found they kind of get stuck on mice.
I've never had an issue switching.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of funny because like I bought the collection.
Yeah.
And there was like 4 snakes in there that had never eaten a rat.
Yep.
And I got them to eat a rat, and now they eat rats, and that's it.
Nice.
So like I didn't even look how to transfer. I just thought about it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna rub this mouse on this rat. Yeah. And then throw it in real quick, like an equally sized rat, right?
Yeah.
The rat's like the size of a mouse. So I rubbed the mouse on the rat, and that's enough smell that they eat it.
Yeah, you just
I
sent them
have to do
up.
that a couple times, and then after that they're good to go.
Yep. I feel it. So I've had that work for me a few times, but other ones I got from breeders that were specifically micers, Man, a few of them, they took forever to switch over. And so I was just like, between that and the fact that, they're a pain in my ass to take care of, because you know how mice are. I was just like, no, I'm good. So do you just start them on oh, go for it.
I was saying, like, people say that mice smell worse than rats.
Yeah.
Like, you've heard that?
I experienced that, yeah, and ASFs, really? Yeah.
That's so weird, because to me, the rats smell worse.
Weird. I wonder if it's just a person-to-person thing.
Maybe.
How we taste things different. Maybe people just smell it differently. Because mice were super stinky, in my opinion, and they were the worst chewers.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the mice I have too. I don't know.
Yeah, different bloodlines.
I don't have anything that chews really. Like the cement tubs, I put washers and bolts
in the keyhole there.
Yeah, ever since I've done that, I've never had a chew out.
Nice. Yeah. So do you ever get the cannibals or anything that you have to call off, or chewers? Did you just call them off?
Yeah, cannibals. Especially with the mice. I'll start a colony. Yeah. And then if they eat the babies, there's garbage.
Yep.
They go in the food bin.
We've been doing the same thing. If we ever see a cannibal, the whole thing gets fed off.
Yeah, you'll go through. And I had right now I have a colony. I'm hoping they'll turn around. I'm giving them a couple tries or something like that, because I don't want to restart them yet. Yeah. But they were good, doing great. I actually started new colonies off their colony, and then all of a sudden they started eating babies. And I was like, what the fuck? Damn.
That sucks. I actually have one like that. One of my original colonies. Well, I can't say original. Hear me out for a second. When we first started breeding rats, to be honest, I didn't give a shit. I'm like, they're feeders. Obviously, I care for taking care of them properly, right? But as far as individual rats, I wasn't going and naming rats and stuff, right? Yeah. And being like, oh, this is my buddy. I was feeding one day, and this rat kept crawling up on my hand. It was just super friendly, and I'm like, God damn it. So long story short, I picked him up. I looked at him. I looked at my girlfriend. I was like, his name's Patches, and we're keeping him. Can you go put him in the rat? So this is 4 years ago now. I now have his son, Patches Jr. Right. And somehow one of the girls in there was cannibalizing. And I'm like, kill off everybody but Patches Jr. He'll go in with some new girls. We'll give him one more chance, make sure it wasn't him, Right. But can't get rid of Patches Jr. That's the boy.
I've never had an issue with the rats cannibalizing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might just be the level that we're doing it on, or the amount of rodents. Because at this point we're at just under 50 colonies, not including grow outs and new breeders and then extra feeders.
Right, but 50 colonies of how many?
6. So we do a 1.5 ratio.
300. So a little over or a little under 3 times what I. Because I've got I've got 110 breeder females, a little more than that, maybe 120 or something like that. But.
Yep. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know the exact number. We've got 50 colonies of breeders, and then a whole nother rack of just grow outs, and those are 30 bins.
Right.
So. Yeah, I don't know, man.
As far as
I ran
into
it occasionally, but I mean, it's rare too. We're not talking a weekly thing. We're talking, the couple months, every couple months, you might get a dead baby or something,
Yeah. As far as the mice, what was preached to me anyway was that it's better to feed something that has a fully developed skeleton versus a ball of fat, which is fuzzy. You know what I mean? Because there's not good calcium source there. Yeah. So I actually feed, or when last year I had to do rats because the smoke actually killed my mouse colonies. Oh, and damn. Those were the greatest ones too. They were lasted forever and huge litters, and they're from the lady at the coast is what they call her, but it's this lady out of Seaside, or no, not out of Newport. Oregon, that does insane scale lab rodents, right? So they're all right. Her rats are free of the disease or whatever. I forget
the respiratory issues. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have them. But if you bring them around a normal rat, then they will get them.
Yeah.
So like, but the mice were from there, and they were like phenomenal. But smoke killed them. So then I had to start everything on rats. Luckily, that went great. Like I think I assist fed one snake or something.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, like I feel like I haven't had to assist feed very many snakes. Like maybe 3.
That's a good problem.
Time. Yeah, to like I think 200 babies or something like that. Maybe 300, closer to 300.
Nice.
But I started doing last year what Justin recommends as far as waiting an extra week to offer the first meal after shed.
Yep.
So once they shed, and so I keep them in the incubator till they shed, and then I wait like about 2-3 days, just let them chill together.
Yeah.
Then I set them up and wait a week, and then offer the first meal. And all 6 of the first clutch ate first try.
Nice.
So, it's worked great for me so far.
No, so you're waiting what 7 days then, right after shed?
Yeah.
Yep.
A little longer, more like 10.
More like 10, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you keep your babies when you have your babies and they first hatch out? Do you keep them together until they shed out, or do you separate right away?
I keep them together.
Together, and what substrate do you use? Out of curiosity, you use towel or actual chip?
Yeah.
Or what?
So I hatch the eggs over Paralight with a light diffuser.
Okay.
And then once they hatch, I move them to damp paper towel.
Yep.
And let them shed out on there. And then from there, they go to paper towel for the first 2 meals, and then to ReptiChip.
Okay, nice. How do you like the cocoa?
I love the cocoa.
You love it? You love it? I gotta ask, man, because I've had mixed experiences, which is why I switched everything over to paper.
Or so I've heard of people getting mites from it.
Yep.
And it must be the source.
Yeah.
I guess.
So I did a whole segment on this. Is I don't necessarily, because I had that same issue. I don't think it was the ReptiChip itself, and I don't think it was the carrier's fault necessarily. I think it was just some Joe Schmo came to pick up ReptiChip before me. He had mites, didn't say anything. Now some of them traveled.
It's insane how those things can transfer. I'm fortunate.
It's crazy.
So back when I think I only had 3 snakes.
Yeah.
I got mites from a feeder rodent. And
damn.
It wasn't like I just went and got, I drove, I don't know, and 45 minutes to get the feeder.
Damn.
And brought it back, and it came from the feeder.
Yeah.
And it's that was shitty.
Damn, dude.
But at least it was 3 snakes. And,
I was gonna say, got lucky though.
I have practice. Every snake that comes in, gets a soak for at least a few hours in just plain water. Yeah. And I use my incubator to keep them warm and away from the snake room. So I soak them in the incubator and tub, and then after the few hours is up, I add Dawn a little bit. Splash it around, and then wait about an hour or so after that. And then I don't clean the Dawn off because I feel like that keeps the surface tension, so anything that could be there is going to die. Yeah. And I haven't had an issue. Knock on some wood somewhere.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. I've only had to deal with them a few times, thank God, but they're the bane of my existence for sure.
I'm fortunate that I've not had any sick snakes either. Even having quite a number of them. So that's why I feel like it's I don't know about when people's snakes get sick, it's got to take quite a bit or something.
I mean, I've had to deal with a few, but it was all from the person that they came from. You know what I mean?
Got it. Yeah.
One of my Burmese came with an issue, but I purposely took her on just because I couldn't leave her at that house. Another actual same thing, Burmese. This one was one I actually won in a raffle. That's a long story, but she was very sick.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, it is what it is, though. So, I mean, where do you see it really going from here? Like, as far as, are you going to continue to be Rip City, and are you going to continue that, like, how do I word this properly? Are you going to continue with just balls, I guess, is what I'm saying, in the small boas, or do you think those boas are going to grow and it might be more than just the balls as your full thing? I know you said you wanted to grow and, you know, do the outbuilding, but I'm kind of curious, are you going to grow just in balls or grow with other species as well?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like, it depends on how the boas do. So, like, you know, I'll see how that clutch goes. If it goes good and everything, then, and I like it, then maybe I'll expand on that. That's definitely, you know, a longer term thing because they take so much longer to grow up.
And everything. So you're probably still a couple years away from those then?
So my call albino female is a 2017, so she's not too far away. Yeah. And she's like probably about 12 pounds or something like that. Okay. I think.
Good size girl.
Pounds. Yeah, she's decent. And like I slow grow for the most part. Yeah. They get fed like once a month, like a decent sized rodent. Yep. Pretty much. The other female is a 19, so she's only a couple years old, so she's still got a ways. Yeah. And then the male also is a 19, I believe. The ladder tail one that I got, the double het male.
So I'm not familiar like exactly with ladder tail. Can you explain that to me? Like, is that a combo? Is that a gene? Gene?
It's a gene. There's two different kinds because there's Roswell ladder tail, and then there's another one that's not something somewhere over in Florida. Something, can't remember. Okay. Exactly, but there's two different ladder tails. But basically, like, so if you know what the typical BCI tail looks like, right? Yeah. Yeah. So literally, it looks like there's a ladder on the tail.
Okay, like, so it's very literal name.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. They look really cool. Yeah. Huh. And it's, I don't know if it's like, I feel like it's more like a line, like how the pastel in boas is a line breeding trait. Yeah. Right? I feel like it's more like that.
Okay. Versus an actual like co-dominant or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I have no idea for sure, but.
No, I mean, I feel it. I had to ask that because I'm not really, like I said, I'm not familiar with boa genetics. I just know the popular ones and the ones that have caught my eye, you know.
Exactly. I don't know too much about them either.
Yeah. Hey, always room to learn though, right?
Right.
So one, I would just want to throw it out there for anybody in the comments. If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them out there. I'll try to get them answered. But I do want to jump back for a second into some of these animals. You know, I know we're bouncing around a little bit, but just kind of leading into the conversation. So, right. You know, goes where it goes. But there's a few other animals you sent me pictures of that I'm really curious about, and I want to know more about them.
For sure.
What's up with this is one of the ones we saw, is it not?
No. So the sire of her was that one that we saw.
Got you. Okay.
Okay, so that's a Fireblade clown. Right? So then that tells you for sure that the dad isn't that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but she came from that paired to pastel het clown.
Okay, nice.
And that was my only visual clown. But I did get this, or I guess this wasn't from the same clutch, but from the same dad. While we're there, I'd like to show her off too because she's really cool. It's a vanilla cream het clown.
Oh, nice. I know Angel's in the comments going nuts right now.
I think she's granite as well. She's got really black back to her.
I'm going to throw you up full screen here.
I mean, it's like high contrast for a vanilla cream too, even at like this size to me.
Damn, yeah.
I've seen. Like there's like, see the blacks on her back? They're really rich.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. That vanilla stuff is something else, man. I know Angel's Caro has been really big into it, and he's kind of got me hooked, man. I keep seeing all of his stuff, and I'm like, God damn it, I can't put it off much longer. I need vanilla.
For sure.
So a few more. Let's run through these here. What is what's going on here?
So that I believe is a Coral Glow Leopard Yellow Belly, but it's also possible Orange Dream. That picture unfortunately doesn't do it justice because can't capture that.
I could definitely see everything else for sure.
That animal gets better and better every shed.
Yeah,
it looks insane right now. Like I don't know if it'll because it looks so much better in that picture right now. It's ridiculous. But of course, it picks it up all right. You see all the reds.
Yeah, it picks it up all right. Yeah.
It's also 50% hep hide.
Oh damn.
Pretty sure it'll proof.
So are you going to go the pied route then, or are you going to work that into the yellow belly complex stuff that you're working on?
Probably both.
Probably both. Yeah.
Probably both. Yeah.
Nice. Dude, that's amazing.
Because I mean pair that to my highway is going to be some killer shit. And,
oh hell yeah. That's fine. It's kind of funny. We have such similar projects and goals in that retrospect. I kind of like it, and it's nice because we both have a little bit of something else that we're working into that. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna have to be paying attention to that.
Yeah, I've got quite a few pied females, so I can definitely use them somewhere.
Right. What's going on with this one then?
So this one's crazy. So I took world's first male that I got from Skylar, which was a GHI Mojave Firefly Calico.
Okay.
And he looks insane as it is. And I bred it to a spinner. And so I hit everything but fire in that.
Damn.
So that's a GHI Mojave Spinner Blast Calico.
Holy crap.
It almost looks like a sunset in person.
That honestly, I kind of thought it might have been like some sort of sunset combo I hadn't seen.
It's honestly insane because I only wound up with 3 good eggs from that. It was I think it was a 10-egg clutch. 10-egg clutch, 3 good eggs, all fire. So I got that snake. I got a Jigsaw Fire Calico and a GHI Spider Fire Calico.
Jesus, talk about odds for 3 eggs out of 10.
I was like, I'm keeping all of them because those are power females right there.
Hell yeah. Oh, and all females?
Yeah, all females.
What?
I know, right? So this girl, it's crazy for one. But she looks I debatably like her more if she'll sit still.
That's nice.
There's a lot of orange. It's really different.
And look at how high white that is.
Yeah. I love the GHI Spider. It really does cool shit, especially with fire and calico. It's killer.
That's pretty badass, man.
Yeah, so I kept all 3 of them. They'll replace something.
Heck yeah, I feel it. Actually, everybody steers away from the spider stuff. I really like some of the spider combos. One of the first things I ever hatched that I thought was it blew my mind, at least, it was nothing crazy, but we hatched a banana bumble belly. So banana pastel spider yellow belly. That thing was fucking insane, dude. It looked like it had lightning bolts going down the back, and then it turned into orange paint drip, so to speak, So I don't know. I love some of the spider combos, man.
For sure. Yeah, my most of my spiders don't wobble either. Really.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a bunch of spiders. I will say we cut back. We only have 1 currently.
I've got too many.
Most of them didn't. You have 20?
No, I said I have two.
Oh, two.
Maybe.
Okay, I was like, holy shit.
No, too many.
Too many. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like, I feel like we had that same problem. That's why I'm like, I should probably cut back. But point is, though, I only had a few that wobbled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's more of just a where did you get the animal and the quality of what you're starting with, you know?
Yeah. I've noticed it's kind of random, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, I have got, like, here and there one wobbly baby from my one that doesn't wobble. And most of them are good. But
heck yeah. Hey, that's what matters.
A lot of people...
Sorry, this comment cracked me up. It's official. I can't watch your streams with any more ball python people because now there's like 15 I want. Well, that's the reason I'm bringing everybody on, bro. Now you know who to reach out to when you see stuff you like, man. Speaking of that, all Mike's information is in the description down below. So do me a favor and go check out all of his pages. If you guys haven't been able to see already, he's got some absolutely killer shit. And we're not even touching the surface. So just follow those links. Go check out his Instagram, Facebook page, all that good shit. Morph Market is even there. I believe I saw some lesser bee combos up on there.
Well, yeah, I've got what's probably a world's first lesser bee Candino female. That's like, I think, my only thing on there. And then there's a lesser bee head albino was on hold, but it's going to be back available. This person fell through.
Okay. Yeah, hate that.
Yeah, it's just I would keep it the lesser bee Candino female, but I got a lesser Mojave spider Candino. So
yeah, you're like, gotta keep the upgrade.
Yeah.
So, do you plan on doing any of the shows or expos coming up?
Potentially, but like every time I've just sold out on Morph Market before a show, so it's like,
yeah,
I don't know if I want the like worry of contamination, whatever.
Yeah, I feel that, man. It's always been an inner battle with me. I've only done a couple of them, but I'm just like, I just like going to see all the people.
Yeah,
but I'm also like, okay, well, if I'm going, I may as well vend. But then that becomes a whole nother aspect.
Harder to see the people.
Yeah, exactly. I learned I have to have a partner so I can walk away because doesn't work out otherwise.
Yeah, I just like to go there and hang out,
I feel it. So
I'm really trying to go to, I mean, depending on if Tenley happens or not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm weighing out, like, I almost want to just go to Arlington because like that's going to be a sure thing.
Yeah.
I went to Tenley in 19, so like the last one before COVID.
Yeah.
And that was insane.
Damn.
Like, insane. Like, it took me 8 hours to walk through that show.
Holy shit. Is it really that big? I know it's obviously a big show, but is it really that big? Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's
damn.
Like insane. Like, I was like, wait, what time is it? Like, and then like I wanted to run back. So like I actually wasn't gonna buy anything there.
Yep.
And then I wound up buying I think I only bought 2 snakes.
That's always the plan when you go there, but we all know it's gonna change.
Just couldn't pass it up because there's just like I got I mean, she wound up being a shitty feeder, but I got a fire het pied, which is actually an orange dream fire het pied. It was possible orange dream, but as she's like aged or whatever, we decided that she's orange dream. But
yeah,
she's like a eats when she feels like it kind of thing.
I feel
even in the gray tubs, which sucks.
Damn.
Yeah. So like I picked her up. I think she was like only like $90. I was like, I can't pass that up.
Yeah, that's a good deal. It's a good deal.
It was a good looking snake because like it didn't look like any fire het pied that I've ever seen. So
yeah,
like
you gotta love those little gems when you see them, And even if they do prove out to be single or whatever they were, that the quality's there. There was something that caught your eye, and that's what matters.
Sure. And then I grabbed lesser Mahogany albino from Constriction Addiction.
Okay.
So, and that was a male. He's been my breeder male for the albino projects this year.
Gotcha. So you're on albino mahogany stuff then?
Yeah, I bred them to black pastel het albino and Candino, and what else? It's like, unfortunately, my Mojave het candy didn't go back on food in time. She's been kind of a pain, not up to weight.
Yeah.
What's funny about her is that I actually got her as a Mojave het albino because it was from, Ryan Lewis?
Yes, I do.
Yep. Seal, right?
Yep.
So he said that none of the babies ever colored up for him, but it wound up that from that lesser B Candino clutch that we found out that she was het candy.
Oh, sweet.
Because I bred a het albino to her, and I got Candinos. So that's the only option.
Yep. So, working with all three of those, or well, I guess, the two and then the combination, which do you like the most?
I like Candino the most.
So you do like the combo over just like the pure candy?
Like, I'd like to go get to where everything's Candino. So, like, I bought a bunch of albino stuff, and then after it's like kind of like, well, I want to just work all this into Candino.
Yeah.
But then candy has its place for me as so, like, I want to do candy pieds.
Okay.
But I don't want to do Candino pieds.
Why is that?
They just don't look as good.
Don't look as good?
Yeah, not to me, anyway.
Yeah.
Like, candy pieds, they are unique. They don't look like a dreamsicle.
Yeah.
It's quite different. Candy is like an unusual albino gene. They almost look caramely.
Yeah, I always thought that. A lot more of the purple tones, a lot more.
So, like, I really like this guy. This is from Ryan Lewis. It's a Mojave candy.
Okay. I don't think I've seen Mojave with candy before. That's
right.
That's interesting.
It's pretty unique. So I'll be using him to make some double hets.
Heck yeah.
He was actually a tiny twin too. Like, I think he hatched out at like 24 grams or something like that.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, and the other twin was dead in the egg.
Oh, geez. Well, he's taken off, that's for sure.
Right, yeah. Took a while.
Yeah.
'Cause he's like got some age and still pretty small, but like.
Hey, he's getting there. As long as he's breeding and eating now, that's what matters, right?
For sure.
That's kind of interesting though, because I don't know. To be honest, I'm not a huge albino fan, but I've really liked the candy stuff. But then I notice everything I want that's candy is like, oh, it's possibly Candino or this, and I'm like, no, I need pure candy.
Right. So, like, I'm gonna keep like my candy stuff separate. Like, to where, like, I'll have like either het albino or het candy.
Yeah.
It's just that's the way it's gonna be there. But like, I'm not gonna like breed it where it's possibly this, like, and I like need to know, kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
I feel that.
Goals. And it's funny because like I didn't like albino either until I won the albino female in the raffle.
Yeah,
and it was just like
it was like after you saw it in person, you were like, okay, I like this.
Yeah, she's hopefully gonna go. I think she's got some decent follicles growing still. And she's like a very nice albino.
She looks pretty nice and thick.
I almost think she might be yellow belly.
Okay.
Because she's very high contrast.
Yeah.
And she has flaming. It's hard to see, kind of, but there's flaming. Kind of unknown as far as what the pairing was that created her.
Yeah.
But.
Interesting,
nice
man.
For sure.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
So I do want to jump into this last picture you sent me here, and then just to throw it out, you guys in the chat, if you guys have any comments, make sure you go ahead and throw them out now, so we can hopefully get them answered for you. If not, then just listen, I guess. So what's going on here?
Right. So that is the lesser Mojave spider Candino under a black light.
Oh shoot. Okay.
It looks insane, and like
Yeah, I was
don't.
curious what that freaking pattern was. I couldn't tell what was going on there.
So I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you can actually see. Oh, you can see. Oh, she's all over the place. I don't know if you can see the yellows. I don't think so.
No, it just looks almost just straight white.
Yeah, in person you can see there's like a kind of like a dull yellow and then white spots.
That's this same exact snake under a black light.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. That's a good picture right there showing that.
It almost looks like a clown pattern.
That's what I thought it was when you had it. And I was like, wait, why is it a clown under a black light?
I was like, it could be. You know how pets can be hiding for sure. Who knows?
That's crazy, man.
But I'm like almost completely sure that's world's first for sure, because there's like already very few like albino bells.
Yep.
But definitely less albino or less Candino bells.
Yeah.
If any.
That's crazy, man. It seems like, oh, let me throw this back up. It seems like you've made, quite a huge, how do I word this properly? Sorry, I always get a little tongue-tied. It seems like you made quite a huge progress just in the few years that you've been doing this, at least as far as like the breeding side of it goes. Yeah. It's honestly pretty impressive, man. It's inspiring to see other people out there hustling and actually like really, grinding and doing the work and getting all these crazy combos and having a real set end goals.
Right. For sure.
So I do have a few last minute questions for you.
Okay.
This one, I know it's going to be tough, but just give it a thought, and just the first thing that comes to mind, just spit it out. But I want to know favorite gene, both codom and recessive.
Desert Ghost for recessive and Blackhead for codom.
Okay, I can get down with that. I love the Blackhead. Now, in the exact opposite realm, least favorite codom and recessive.
Okay, least favorite recessive. Shoot. That's tough.
Right?
Like by itself?
Yeah, by itself, like single gene, animals. What would be your least favorite?
Like, I'm sure so I've never really been a super fan of puzzle, honestly.
Oh, my man. It was going so good up until this second.
I know.
I'm just giving you crap, but all right.
I'm like a 8-ball complex snob, I guess, because I don't really like cinnamon.
Okay.
I'm a black pastel het red guy.
That's fair. Yeah. See, I thought about that question, and I think that's something I really want to start asking everybody from now on, because it really gives you an idea of somebody's taste in their collection in animals overall. Obviously, you're going to have a ton of other projects and genes, but that's a good scope, and it's a good to know, because those are polar opposites, what you just said. Right. So I love that. That's awesome. So then, with that said, if you had to start over, you were back in 2018, right? Yeah. What would you do differently? And why? I guess more importantly is why would you do that differently?
Would probably not be as diverse.
Okay.
I would focus more. I think that would even be farther than I am right now, which is just insane to even think about.
Yeah.
But so for the longest time, probably a lot of people, it's I hesitated to spend money, investing. It's I'd buy.
Yeah, it's hard when you're first getting into it, and you're looking at these animals are 2,500, $5,000, plus, and you're like, I'm not gonna spend that.
Yeah. Like, I mean, to the point now, like where I can like be like $2,000. Okay, yeah. But like more than that, I'm like, I don't know. But so like I would spend a little more money. Like instead of having as much, I would have more power.
Okay, I got you. That's a good answer, man. That's a good answer. I feel like a lot of people do that, including myself. I'll be honest. I did exactly that. Is I went a little too diverse with my actual breeding stock, and obviously I still have like my weird random pets and stuff, but it's good to have focus and kind of dial that down to a certain select, at least species and few projects, because otherwise there's just so much cool shit out there. I could go nuts and just have
if you're just buying cool shit, it's like
exactly. And I'll be honest, I made that mistake, and I had to revamp. A couple years ago, obviously kept some of our stuff, but it was definitely a hard-earned lesson, I guess you could say. I'm sure a lot of us learned that lesson the hard way, though, because everything looks amazing, and find a good deal and a good example, and you're like, oh, I need this one.
For sure.
So you're coming up next week for the breeder barbecue, right?
Yep.
That'll be a good one. And
I'm gonna be up in the area on Thursday and Friday too, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Any fun plans or what? Training for work?
Yep.
Okay. Well, dude, that's gonna be it's gonna be nice seeing you up at the barbecue.
For sure.
I've been looking forward to it, honestly, since all this COVID crap. I'm like, man, when's the next breeder barbecue?
Because I haven't made one yet.
Yeah, exactly.
My first
no, it's fun, man. We all have a ton of fun. Just hang out, talk bullshit. It's going to be a good time. And for everybody out there that doesn't know what I'm talking about, we do a local Pacific Northwest breeder barbecue. Mike puts it on from Ball Python Boulevard, and it's just all of us local snake breeders getting together, having a powwow, and getting down. And I guess now is as good a time as any to tell everybody that guess where next week's live stream is going to be from. You're literally going to be in the house with a bunch of the coolest motherfucking breeders in the entire Pacific Northwest. So if you're not already, you should definitely hit that subscribe button, because you're going to miss out on some amazing shit. And probably some stuff people might regret later after the stream. Let's be real here. We always have a little bit of fun. You got to, man. Yep. It was actually quite fun. One of the last breeder barbecues, I brought my big girl Carmela, and everybody was out holding her and stuff, Right
on.
Oh, here's Kendra jumping in. Haven't had time to plan it, so hopefully the rest of y'all have it figured out. God damn it, Kendra. It's all right, though. I'll forgive you. Hoping to be able to swing by for the barbecue. You got to be there. There's no hoping, just be there. We all got to be there. See, now she's like, wait, Dylan really is streaming from the barbecue? I can't be on camera. That's what it is.
She's already been on camera.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she was on Jason's.
Yeah, Jason's, and then, oh my God, correct me if I'm wrong. It's something in Stogies. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Ooh, Kendra, can you correct me? I know it. I saw you guys post about it, and I did listen to it. It was a show that I don't normally watch, though. I'll wear a mask. No, that's going to be awesome, though. It'll be really nice to actually, be able to meet you there in person and hang out and just kind of bullshit and chop it up. And like I said, snakes and stogies. Okay, see, I knew I had that going. Perfect. But hey, man, we're approaching almost the 2-hour mark. That flew by super quick. I don't want to keep you on here, too horribly long. But is there any last minute things you want to, say to anybody or tell them where to find you exactly? I did leave your Instagram, Facebook page, and Morph Market in the description. But do you have like a preferred method or?
Yeah, I'm like on Instagram mostly. Okay. Morph Market for my animals, but I mean you'll see those on Instagram first. Anyway, like 'cause I post clutch pictures and everything.
Yep.
The Facebook's just like cross-posted pretty much.
I feel it. I think that's a lot of us anymore.
Yeah.
Their business page sucks.
For sure.
Well, sweet, man. Dude, thank you so much for your time. You really have some amazing stuff, and I'm glad you were able to come on and, let us take a look and actually pull some animals out. I really do think it's impressive what you've done in just the few years. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
I mean, I think you started the year after I did. And so to see that growth is honestly, it's really impressive and inspiring. And for everybody out there, I think it's good for them to see that. So thank you, man.
Yep, it can be done.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you so much. I'm going to finish up here and I'll catch up with you in just a minute, man.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to cut him off there. So sorry about that, Mike. Man, that was an absolutely killer show. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you, everybody. I've seen we've had like 15, 20 people in here the whole entire time. I really appreciate it, you guys. It's really amazing that you guys come out on your Saturday nights to come hang out and bullshit with us. As you guys saw, Mike has some amazing stuff. So do me a favor, man. Go down. His link is in the description below. It's super easy. You guys don't even have to do any work or search anything. Go down below, hit the link, go give the man a follow. He's got some amazing stuff coming up. Also, if you guys don't know already, we have a website, www.thesnakenerd.com. You'll find links to all of our different social media accounts, as well as merch, both for Balls and Exotics, and thesnakenerd.com. Available snakes, videos, literally everything. Go check it out. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys haven't already, make sure you smash that like button or the thumbs down. I really don't care, but it helps us with the YouTube algorithm. And until next week, peace.